In section 5.4, we're going to move to product to sum and sum to product formulas. So what we have here is just going to be our basic formulas, and like I said, you probably have a formula sheet right there. We're going to toggle back and forth to find our formulas. So first thing we're going to do is it says express cosine 2x, cosine 6x as a sum or difference containing only sines and cosines. So our task is to take the given information and find the formula that matches it. So cosine of something else. So let's look back. And they're multiplied together. So since they're multiplied together, we're probably thinking it's the second one, cosine of alpha, cosine of beta. So let's write this particular formula down because it matches what was given to us. And it's always good rule of thumb to write down the formula. So cosine alpha, cosine beta is equal to 1/2 cosine of alpha minus beta plus cosine of alpha plus beta. Okay? In our particular problem, what is alpha? Good, 2x. And what is beta? 6. Alright, so let's just plug those values into our particular work. So we have 1/2, and we're going to say cosine alpha is 2x, beta is 6x, alpha is 2x, beta is 6x. And now we want to simplify this. So let's carry down our 1/2. What's 2x minus 6x? Negative 4x. Good. Now let's simplify the other one. Simplifies to our 8x. Alright, and now we have 1/2. This is going to be cosine of 4x plus cosine of 8x. Now I want you to wait for a minute and you're going to ask me, why do we change this from negative 4 to positive 4? What on our formula page tells us that we do that? Even odd formula is great. Cosine is the only one that you need to have that red flag. Remember, cosine is an even formula, so I want you to look at your cosine of negative theta is equal to cosine of theta. This is your even odd formula, so for cosine, only for cosine, it's even, so it's going to simplify to this positive one, and this one just comes down. So careful with that. Alright, let's move to another one. Yes, that's your final answer on the previous one. Okay, so for this one we're going to do sine 7x minus sine 5x. So let's flip back to our formulas. Sine minus a sine. So that's clearly going to be our sum to product formula. So basically you look at all your formulas and you identify which one matches your given information, which is going to be down here. Okay, now let's go back and write our formula down. So sine of alpha minus sine of beta alpha minus beta divided by 2 times cosine alpha plus beta divided by 2. Okay, good. So let's identify alpha and beta and then plug those into our formula. So we have 2 alpha is 7x, beta is 5x over 2, cosine we want to just simplify this next step. 7x minus 5x, you know what, I'm just going to write it down so you see all the steps. At this point in your homework you can pretty much simplify in your head, but let me just do it for the sake of notes. and then you would just simplify this to sine of x cosine of 6x. And that's it. That's where we stop. Okay, the next one, we're going to identify cosine of 7x over 2 plus cosine of 9x over 2. So it's a cosine plus a cosine. So flip back to your formula sheet, and you should find that we're going to use the formula cosine alpha plus cosine beta, and then write your formula down. 2 cosine alpha plus beta divided by 2 times cosine of alpha minus beta divided by 2. So I'm actually going to give you a minute, and I want you to try to work through this one as far as you can go. And let's see how you do. Okay, so see how you did compare your answer. So the only thing you need to be careful of is this fraction on top of a fraction. So just be real careful. 7 plus 9 is going to be 16. 16 divided by 2 is this 8. 7 minus 9 is a negative 2. Divide by 2 is a negative 1x. So, and then of course it's over that original 2. So then 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now don't forget cosine's even function, so it doesn't have that negative there. Alright, and this is our last one. We're going to wrap it up with sine of 7x times the sine of 5x. So these are products. So go to your formula sheet, find sine alpha, sine beta. Let's write that formula down. Okay, so once we've identified the formula that matches our given information, we're going to label our alpha, label our beta, and then now it's just substitution. So cosine 7x minus 5x, 7x plus 5x, cosine 2x minus cosine of 12x. Simple enough. And that's it for this lesson.